Good morning. Good morning. I am John Halcyon. What a wonderful reunion this is to be back doing the Love Ambassador morning with you. It is Wednesday. Feels like a Monday because I have been gone, got back uh, last night. Was it last night? Oh my gosh. Whew. Yesterday I was in Big Sur, and now I'm in San Diego. Where are you? What are you grateful for? We'll share with one another in just a moment. But first, let's try a song. Dun 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 dun. We are here this morning with a little song in our heart. And if you've got gratitude, well, let me be the first to start. We're gonna share good stuff all around and everything that we hear. So come on, everybody, lend your lips, your stories, and your ear, cause this is Love Morning. It's Love Morning now, and it's Love Morning, and gonna show you how. Hi. Hi, good morning. It has been a minute. I think I left Thursday. So nice to see you. This is Love Morning. It is a chance for love ambassadors like you and I to come together and to share a little bit of gratitude to start our days or continue our days or our evenings, depending on where you are in the world. And it is an opportunity to remember and be reminded that we are surrounded by like-minded, open-hearted people like Juan and Brandy and Joyous and Razorblade and Faith. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am filled with gratitude for my trip and for this practice. Thank you, Razorblade. Razorblade says, "Yay, tunes." I thought that song was quite nice. I feel like I really had to deliver this morning because one of my gratitudes is I got to spend a lot of time surrounded with music and singing over the weekend. In fact, I got to go on Monday night to a rehearsal for Lisa's choir. She has a thing called the Wholehearted Choir. Wholehearted Choir. I played the Wholehearted Choir, I believe it's what it's called. And they practice in Carmel Valley, Monterey. I think it's Carmel. Man, I should I should take notes. But and they do practices, and then there's a concert. And so I got to go to their second practice last night, and oh my gosh, they sound so good. A large choir. I don't know how many people were there. 60 or something, maybe. I don't know. It was beautiful, and many of the people in the choir have been singing with Lisa for years, and so they were, some of them, very interested to meet this man that had received the attention of their beloved Lisa. And because their connection is singing, many of them had questions to me about my singing and how important, what role song and singing played in my life. And that it's a tough one for me because, boy, it's my relationship with singing it's complicated, as Facebook would help me say. Faith says, grateful to be here live today. It's been a while. Love from Key West. Yay, good to see you again. Thank you, Razorblade. It is nice to be back. We are live right now on YouTube and Facebook. So if you see me talking to somebody that you don't see leaving comments, that's what's happening. But they're collected together through Restream, so I can be in two places at once. Brandy says, grateful to be back here. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Sid. Brandy's also grateful for home healthcare and how much pressure they're taking off my shoulders with a dear friend's new needs. Wonderful. So to when people ask about singing, and I noticed it again when I was in the choir practice, I really have a struggle or a block with memorizing, and I think it's related to my fear of doing it wrong. And the feeling I get when I mess up. And so I really have an aversion to sing-alongs and memorizing things. So, like, when I do offer songs in a setting where people are sharing songs, it's usually very few, very short ones. In fact, I sang a new song in quotes, but there's like it's like almost like a mantra, just a repeated phrase that is a song that I shared during a song circle. Not during that practice, but another thing happened over the weekend. And it basically just says, I believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. I believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. And it just repeats. So that I could remember. And it's, as you know, I do an improv song here every day. And I love the freedom that allows me of just, there's no expectations. I can't do it wrong. And it's silly and fun. And it gets my brain kind of limbered up and firing. And it's one of the ways that I can access singing as an expression, bypassing some of my fears around failure, doing it wrong, messing up memorization. So I told a lot of people over the weekend that I do this every morning, and they were like, "What?" Which is so interesting that to me, memorizing a song seems so daunting, and to most people, making up a song is so daunting. Different strokes. Good morning, Jason. Brandy is grateful that nicotine patches are covered by insurance. Excellent. Glad that it is helping you. And grateful for silly made-up songs, says Brandy, that you make up through your day. Always good for a laugh. Yeah, I'm lucky that Lisa is so supportive, and I always feel so, anytime I make any efforts in singing, she's so appreciative, which is she is a exceptional singer. Like, when I was watching her lead this choir, and she's singing the parts for the soprano, she's singing the parts for the altos, she's singing the parts for all the different parts. She's letting them know what their part in the song is, and and then she can listen and find which group needs a little guidance and which is quite a little off and what needs help. And I'm like, she's amazing. I am such a lucky man. Anyone else have something that they want to be grateful for? I'm grateful for the experience of getting to witness Lisa in her power leading a choir. That was so glorious. And I'm so grateful we got to stay with some friends of hers who have this incredible home on a mountaintop in Big Sur, and all this land that goes out, undeveloped land up on these hills that look out over the Big Sur coast. So we got to, yesterday morning, hiked about a mile to this lookout where they've got a swinging bench that just looks out over to this expansive view of the coast. And it's just, world-class epic view that just Lisa and I by ourselves on this lone swinging bench, with nothing around. You could hear close enough to the ocean that you could hear a seal down below, but so high up. It was just so grateful for those moments. Sid says, I am not that great a singer, but I don't let that stop me. I am grateful for my karaoke community every Wednesday. What should I sing tonight? Nice. So do you think of that up in advance, what you're going to sing? You practice it? Karaoke has never been something that I've been to done by choice. I think I have sang karaoke maybe twice in my life. Juan says, silly made up songs bring me great joy every day. Well, maybe we should make this whole broadcast one that we sing together. If it isn't that great of a song, it'll feel like lousy weather. But when I try to rhyme every single line, never know where it will go. And if you got a rhyme, then you can't go anywhere, only where the lyrics will throw. But it's fun to try and make it a song, and maybe we'll do it forever. Now that I think about it, is this going to work? You probably would say, not never. Okay. Sid says, I do practice and I always come with a list of songs that I want to sing. Oh, nice. Any of your go-tos that you want to share? I am grateful for, I just watched this video on free will. It was a debate between a physicist, a brain studier, and Neil deGrasse Tyson. And oh boy, it's a really fascinating topic. Do we have free will? And of course we feel like we do, but there's tons of scientific evidence that that's not the same thing. Feeling like you have a choice might not be the same thing as actually making a choice. Michael says, my singing is so bad. When I'm asked to make a joyful noise, I choose the sound of silence. You know, that you are the kind of person that Lisa loves to have in her groups and choirs. And I was in the same boat. And you'd be surprised how many people are in that category who have a story that their voices are terrible and they can't sing. I know for me, what was liberating was witnessing a friend sing a song publicly, and they were not good. They were not a great singer, but it was so liberating to see that song does not have to be a brilliant performance. Just like, if people like are spinning fire or doing poi at the burn, like it's not about being awesome. It's about enjoying the process and having fun. So like sometimes the people that I enjoy watching perform are not the ones who are the most skilled. It's the ones who are having the most fun, enjoying themselves, feeling the most present. And I think that singing can be that way too. When I go to Lisa's retreats and workshops, there's a time at the end after she's sung a whole bunch and her like people who are talented, then at the end anyone can sing, and it's really beautiful to witness people just kind of open their hearts and voices, not because they're trying to perform or impress, but because they want to express. It's very connected to like radical self-expression of Burning Man. It's not about making art that's good. It's about expressing. And there's a real disconnect that we have in our culture between the natural human urge to create and the expectation that creation needs to be good and impressive for us to do it. So we have professional creative class, and then we have consumers. And so we get trapped into a place of, I'm not good at that, so I'm not going to do it. And I'm saying this not because that's anyone here. I fall into that all the time. Sid saying, Share is always so fun. Believe and Piano Man. Nice. Those sound like good karaoke tracks. Chris says, so much rain lately that my man cave started to leak. Oh no, a leaky man cave. You should see your doctor about that. But grateful no damage from storms like so many in my area. Yikes. Well, I'm glad no damage. Anyone else have any more gratitude before we head off into our day? I'm grateful to be meeting up with Betsy shortly to record a new Stay Sparked episode. That's the plan. That's the goal. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. I'm grateful that I just got some new glasses. I tried out I buy most of my glasses, like these are from Zenni, but I tried a new place called Yes Glasses. And luckily they have a return policy that's pretty good because I'm not sure how much I like these. These are the pretty fun ones. but I'm not sure the pink works for me. I might change these to like, you can exchange them. So I might get these with like a more of a blue purple. I think that might work better with my coloring, but I like the shape of these ones. I got another pair that I'm not a fan of. I think I'm going to return these ones. These are all prescription, by the way. Actually, they don't look that bad. These, although, see, these ones, I think the tint is it's too. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. And then the other ones I got with some big cop mirrored shades that are kind of fun. Again, these are prescription shades, so these I can wear these at Burning Man and get some nice sun protection and also be able to see things far away. So I think these I'm going to keep, and I think these I might get in a different. Well, I haven't decided yet, but I might get these in a different tint. They're kind of fun, but I feel like they clash with my pink. I don't know. Anywho, Sid says, grateful for all of the opportunities to meet people at the burn. I can't wait to see what serendipitous experiences I will have. Hopefully, I somehow run into you, Halcyon. Well, let's just assume that's going to happen. My plan is to be camping at 345 and Esplanade at Burners Without Borders. And I will be having the pink ride Thursday at noon. And possibly another talk at Burners Without Borders. Oh, that's right. We have to schedule a meetup here. We're going to have to schedule a Love Morning and Gratitude Circle meetup. So, boy, maybe Wednesday? Maybe a Wednesday meetup? Maybe or maybe Thursday. Oh, boy. Maybe Friday sunset at Burners Without Borders? Or maybe around the fire pit? Okay, to be determined. Angela, good morning. Saying a vote yes for the gradient ones. Okay, I trust your style. So maybe I mean I like the way they feel to wear. It's hard also to see because when I see my reflection, when I see I'm looking at it through like a double tint. But for prescription shades, though, I mean that's pretty rad, and they're not. I think they were like $60 for a prescription, which is pretty awesome. Jason says, grateful for your 10 principles video. I stumbled upon it while looking for different regional burns, and on the homepage for Florida and Fuego, your video is posted there. Sweet. If you're not aware, I have a new Instagram account called Burner Prep that I am putting up short clips, like one for each principle. And I'm going to be doing that probably daily until the burn. It's my goal of principles and tips and tricks and kind of the best of the tips that I've been collecting for the last 20 years that I've been making acculturation videos for. So please follow me, Burner Prep, on Instagram. Oh, and Sid says we should do a love morning. We could do that. We could meet a morning. That actually would be nice and cool. That's a great idea. Maybe we'd meet in the morning. Okay. I like the way this is going. Hey, it's the Pupton Show. Hello. I've been thinking quite a bit lately of getting a puppet. I was looking on Etsy of trying to look what kind of custom puppet I want to get. You don't like me just naked? I do like you naked, but I think that, it might make that more fun. Like, when there might be kind of a more ability to just go deeper if I have a whole nother personality. Yeah, it's hard not to take it personally. Well, I can imagine, but you are like my soulmate, non-romantic. Non-romantic? You used to call me the stranger. You said, I love you like no one else loves you. Okay, this is starting to get a little in direction that I wasn't planning on going. You know you love me. Joy says the fire pit around Burns Without Borders is always a sweet gathering spot. I didn't realize that. Yeah, there's a fire tending. That's one of the jobs that you can do. So maybe I'll volunteer to do that. That's a great idea. And then I can tell people that I will be like, you can find me around the fire, at a certain time. That's an awesome idea. I'm gonna ask for that job. Fire tend. Okay. Sidson, I'm loving the clips. Great format. Thank you. Thanks for all the feedback that people have been giving me. Mark Day has been helping. I now have a bunch of drone footage from Jamin Percy. And I also have been using some of my own old footage from like old pink rides. Because I think what works the best is a one long scene, slow-mo ideally, while the top is just my talking head doing stuff. I think that's been working great. So thank you for that feedback. A sunrise gratitude circle would be cool, but sunrise, actually, sunrise is so early that usually you are either staying up all night for sunrise, or some people set an alarm to go out for sunrise. But it is the best weather. It's cool. So sunrise, that sunrise gratitude, that's actually a pretty awesome idea. And then people can, on a sunrise gratitude circle at the trash fence. Sid asked, this was Pamela Henderson. No comment. Pupton agreeing that puppets take you deeper. That would be a good bumper sticker. Joyous says, I'm grateful to be present, slowing down in easeful transitions, and grateful to be here live, grateful to share love. I have to say that Mingle in yesterday's gratitude circle shared that she saw you and Chris and shared some of the beautiful energy that she felt from you two. And that was beautiful to hear. Pupton saying that a lot of the puppets are from Etsy. Cool, good to know. Fire tend the morning sunrise and then do a live love morning. That's a great idea. It's Izzy. Izzy says, good morning. I am grateful that I love my life. I feel like that's something that should just like, I'm grateful that I love my life. As you're jogging or walking through the world, I'm grateful that I love my life. I'm grateful that I love my life. I do get up early, but Burning Man, it's all so confused. Patterns and habits and staying up late, and like if it's super hot, then it makes sense to do stuff at night. We will see. Thank you, Joyous. I'm really excited. I went to my first camp meeting last night, or the end. I got off the plane and then got the end of the camp meeting and got to see the hard workers and the diligence, and it was inspiring. I have been disconnected to that, so it's really cool to see the passion and energy that people are putting into preparing for the burn. Any last gratitudes that people want to share before we go off into our days? And I would remind us that one of the purposes here, beyond just sharing gratitude, is to maybe take a moment and just think about the person that you want to be today. What are the values that you want to embody? What are the behaviors that you'd like to be your go-to? I try to think about, for me, patience, kindness. How can I demonstrate more patience and kindness today? How can I be a better listener? How can I look for opportunities to gift, to make someone's day a little bit lighter and brighter? Something just popped in my mind. Oh, let me see if I can make sense of this thought. But I was talking to a new friend, a long time, like 30-year men's group facilitator. And we were talking about the trouble or the struggle between comfort and growth, and also about in being versus doing. And we have a culture that is so about do, 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 do. And yet the peace comes if you can just be. And I know that I really struggle with stepping out of the need to do and into the place of being. And the doing, it's we have this desire to do and to seek pleasure and to hedonistically make ourselves give pleasure, and avoid discomfort. And that's what the whole marketing system of our culture preys on, that like attacking our little youthful insecurities and things, and what will give us more safety feeling, what will give us more pleasure in the moment, what will give us more that feel good strokes that are not lasting, but we are constantly going for that. And that makes us manipulatable, and it also makes us chasing shallow things. And as I was talking with him, I was like, I'm so grateful that I was introduced to Burning Man culture and gifting, because gifting is a way to steer that impulse of hedonism towards service. Because you learn gifting is the way to find joy from giving someone else joy, to receive pleasure from helping someone, from giving someone else a little break, a lift, some act of tiny service of making someone's moment, day, life better makes you feel better. And so even as you're trapped in that cultural get pleasure, avoid discomfort, you can still be leading a good life and doing good things if you can kind of continually practice gifting as a way of soothing that need for self-pleasure through acts of service. So I'm so grateful that Burning Man helped me to get to that place of redirecting these impulses, and at the same time recognizing that there is a deeper, more important level of growth where you are not chasing the pleasure, that you are in a state of being and still doing the acts of service, still acting from a place of helping, but doing so as a servant of love, of divinity. And I think gifting helps you to get to that place. I think gifting helps you to practice that. So I'm in that state and have been in that state for many, many years of acknowledging, seeing my desire for pleasure, and knowing that the easiest, the most deeply satisfying way to please myself is to be of service. So more practice needed, more data needed. Hello, Moosecock. Good to see you. Sid sharing, I'm exactly where I need to be. Follow my intuition. Randy says, I am truly grateful to have connected with all of you here. It's always very gratifying and satisfies a soul thirst that isn't always so satisfied. Yum. Well, beautiful people, it is now half past. I feel my cup is filled with your beautiful essence and our shared expressions of gratitude and connection. So let us all take that into the world as love ambassadors. But before we do, let's seal it with a hug. So wherever you are, give yourself a big squeeze. Feeling connected to one another. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everyone here, thank you for being here today. I love you. Thanks for welcoming me back. I will see you tomorrow. And gratitude today at noon if you want to join in noon Pacific time. Thank you, Razorblade. Thank you, everyone.